What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Shannon Sharpe, just 2 months ago, had it all laid out. He's about to sign $100 million or $100 million deal on his podcast. He had the nightcap going. And for you guys who don't really understand podcasting and some of the things that go on there is a live show component to it. So having a live show component to the podcast is something that is really, really beneficial. I mean, he has huge sponsors, a Boost Mobile. So people want to see not only Club Shay maybe live, but the nightcap. And so people will buy these things. But we already know about what's going on with Gabriella Zuniga. And because of what has happened with Gabriella Zuniga, we have now found ourselves at a really terrible crossroad. And that crossroad is something that we need to discuss today. It has put Shannon Sharpe's financial career in complete financial ruins. We'll start with the whole idea of him stepping down from ESPN. Shannon Sharpe was really carrying himself in such a way that if he didn't step down, he'd be fired, okay? If we really want to discuss this, he had to step down before he got fired. Being fired was on the menu. I think we all saw it coming. I think we all knew it was going to happen. As to when it would happen, we don't know, but it's something that was going to happen for sure because of the brand that Disney is. Disney as a company, there is no way they would be able to accept something like Shannon Sharpe. It's something that just can't happen. But not only that, family, what else is the case here? Well, the other case that we want to discuss is now the plans for the podcast moving on the road has seen some level of jeopardy.
Before we get to the game, guys, I want to make an announcement. Guys, we've decided to postpone the nightcap tour. We look forward to seeing you guys in summer of 2026. It's going to be even bigger, even better. But Ocho and I have come to the conclusion that this is the best thing as of right now was to postpone the tour. We look forward to seeing each and every one of you in 2026. Some of you guys that have already got the tickets, you probably received the emails and further instructions, but I want to thank you for your support. Ocho and I want to thank you, and everybody at Nightcap want to thank you, but we've postponed the tour until 2026.
So guys, as you have heard about this is Shannon Sharpe talking about the fact that, you know what, he won't be able to tour with Chad Ocho Cinco Johnson. And shout out to Chad Johnson, man, for just being loyal to this guy, because he's saying that me and Ocho Cinco don't believe that we'll be able to do X, Y, and Z, when the reality is that's BS. That's BS. Okay. He has to go along with it. It's obvious. All right. And so what has happened here is because of Shannon Sharpe's foolishness, through no fault of the person of Chad Johnson is now severely affected. And see, we got to understand is whenever you make a mistake, which is, race playing with young women, you've had several of these issues in your career with white women documented. Not only do you hurt yourself, but you also hurt the people that would work with you in the future. You take away their opportunity, okay? You take away their opportunity. So now his earning opportunity, I'm talking about Ocho Cinco, not only does he lose brand sponsorships and ticket sales, but now the audience loses it. So the opportunity is lost because of Shannon Sharpe. And this is what happens when you make bad decisions in business. And not only have you lost that, the potential sponsors, people hold on to tickets, they probably can't get their refund right now or however that works. It's all the way bad business, all because you wanted to clap 19 or 20-year-old cheeks. And you'll be back stronger than better than ever in 2026. Are you so sure about that? Are you so sure that the narrative won't be even worse by then? Because see, here's the situation with the sports guys. You see, Shannon Sharpe is on top for now, but these sports guys, these guys who played football, they're just not sitting there waiting for Shannon to fall off. These guys are investing right now. You got Gil's Arena, you got Cam Newton, you got the It Is What It Is podcast. All of these guys are, have huge audiences. All of these dudes are doing extremely well. All of them are doing exceptionally well. Okay, all of them. So what does that mean? It means that this is what is occurring, bro. You might not even be in the game in 2026. Like, content is changing so much. Now, for the guys who are at the grassroots, guys like me, us, the guys who make the grassroots content, we'll kind of always have a little bit of a space here because, we're covering all the hood stuff. And there's going to be money in the scavenger content. That's what I do. I'm a scavenger creator. I come out and get all the dust, but it's only going to be so much longer that a brand would be able to pay for this stuff. Now, you gotta think about this. These guys do have money, but when you want to go tour and go city to city, you gotta have sponsorships. And the reason why you don't want to do it right now, because the sponsors are not gonna follow you city to city right now. The sponsor's not gonna go with you from Baltimore to DC, to Philly, to New York City, to LA. You need sponsors to pay for that. Boost Mobile, the betting company. And right now, they are saying, hell to the no. I can tell you the same thing happened with Joe Budden. If you guys can remember, Joe Budden had a situation in which he assaulted sexually, as they say, a female employee on the Joe Budden's podcast. He somehow admitted to this situation. Like, hey, it was inappropriate. It was something I should not have done. Yada, yada, yada. And at the same time, Joe Budden had a very big sponsor, and that sponsor was, indeed, Cash App. Okay? So Cash App said, listen, we really like what you do, yada, yada, yada. We really want to deal with this and deal with you in here and everywhere it is, and however you want to see it, and this and that. So, Joe, we want to, make this work out with you. Well, the problem with Joe Budden is that he admitted to this. So Cash App immediately said, we're dropping you. T.I. had a reality show on VH1, him and his family. Then T.I., of course, and his wife, the allegation came. T.I. and a lot of ladies, including former friend Sabrina Peterson, claimed that, T.I. pulled a gun. There was all these women. They found out all these things were false. T.I. lost the VH1 sponsorship. Kevin Samuels gave T.I. one of his first podcast interviews, and it could never be released until Kevin died. And then T.I., because he was so stressed out about what was going on, he decided to release it later. Okay. And so he probably had, again, sponsors and all this stuff, right? But when you don't have sponsors, you can't do these things. It is just what it is. You just can't. It's so hard to do these things when you don't have help. Okay, guys, you don't have help. And not having help means what? It means it's down bad. That's what it means, right? It extremely means that this is down bad. This is not cool. This is not a joyous occasion at all. And so he probably doesn't have the money to do this. He probably has the money, but doesn't want to spend the money. And in 2026 is probably when the sponsors could come back. Most likely, I doubt. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.